So video bars seem to be one of the hottest products, if not the hottest product in the AV world right now. What advice would you give integrators and end users in choosing the right one for them?
Yeah. First of all, Paul, great to be here and great to be with you. I think we sort of sequence the requirements in the following way. The first is to hear and be heard. And when I say hear and be heard, we want the folks at the far end to hear your full tone and timbre of your voice, to have a very good oral experience about you as a person. Right behind that, to see and be seen, so that when people are seeing you on video, it's a really good high fidelity presentation, a true to life presentation of all the people in the collaboration space. And the third thing is, it has to be a natural and pleasing experience. So we focused a lot on intelligent meeting room experiences. The first of that is being inclusive. Many cameras in video bar systems have a limited field of view. So if people are sitting outside that field of view, they're just not full and equal participants, not full and equal first-class citizens in that conversation. As you know, we built a unique product with multiple cameras, 3 cameras that are synchronized and stitched, or now also operate as 3 independent cameras, 13 megapixels each, able to zoom in very far. So that even if people are fitting in a medium-sized room, like a Microsoft Teams medium-sized room, you can zoom in and bring them in with high fidelity. This year we've particularly innovated with dynamic composition to enable front row and Zoom's Smart Gallery or Microsoft's front row experiences, intelligent gallery experiences, all of which allow people who are not physically present in that space to feel included and fully presented in the conversation.
Yes, I was going to ask, obviously hybrid working is another huge topic right now. How can video bars help with that essentially? Because that's an issue and a problem that system integrators are having to kind of solve right now.
It is. And what we're finding, we did some own primary research in this area, that more than 80% of meetings now are hybrid, right? So at one time, the vast majority of the meetings were with people all present in one space, not the case anymore. So when they're remote, and it can be sometimes more people joining in remotely than physically present in the room, catering to that whole virtual environment and that whole team becomes quite important. And so for hybrid meetings, the deployed solutions today don't seem to work very well. The feedback we are getting is that 37% of the folks feel excluded in conversations, and only half feel that their hybrid meetings are as good as face-to-face meetings. So we think that if we can create a curated audio-video stream so that folks at the remote end, people who are joining over video, are able to get a sense of the flow of conversation in the room very easily, it allows them to remove a lot of fatigue. Part of what creates fatigue in a meeting is if the sound isn't good, if the video isn't good, if the color and fidelity and all of that is missing. But then right behind it, if it's choppy, if it's not allowing people to focus in on the conversation, you and I are having a conversation, we're looking at each other, it's clear we're engaged. If I need to scan the horizon, I can, and I can come back to you. These are very natural instincts we have. So we've done a lot of work on the psychology of how people consume information and built a version of dynamic composition that really caters to that.
Sure. And final question, it's something we've been talking about for a long time, it seems, but are we finally at the point where there is a one touch to join, one touch to start kind of meeting experience?
Indeed.
Yay,
So we've just announced our new Panacast 50 video bar system. And in this case, in addition to providing Panacast 50 as a peripheral and as a room system with Lenovo and Crestron on Windows, we've built a full Android state-of-the-art processor into the system.
Okay.
So now we're running Teams or Zoom natively in the device. It comes with a new 10.1-inch controller, and that controller literally allows you to start and join with one touch. It also adds environmental sensors and motion sensors so that, for example, if you walk into the room, it'll wake itself up, and it'll monitor air quality and things of that kind also for you.
Fantastic. Many thanks for the update. Always lovely to talk to you. Thanks for your time.
Very good to see you. Thank you.